on to the open weight women and the final of the women's single sculls. 6 ladies who know each other pretty well. They've been contesting the season-long FISO World Cup, which was won by Silken Laumann, who starts today in lane number 4. But here's Maria Brandin, tough challenger, drawn in lane number 1, who finished 5th in last season's World Championship, which was won by the German Democratic Republic rower Birgit Peter. She's not rowing today. It's Jana Thieme for Germany who goes for them in lane number 2. Federal Republic who won the bronze medal, I should say, last year. Really good qualification here by Annelies Bredael for Belgium. Has really rowed well through the heats to make this final and really deserves a place. Now Canada's Silken Laumann, second in the Lucerne regatta to the lady out on her left, Elisabeta Lipa. Lipa, who managed to beat Laumann in Lucerne in that regatta, and certainly those two set to fight again here in Vienna. Completing the lineup, the Olympic silver medalist from Seoul, Anne Marden, who lives these days in Great Britain and was 5th at Lucerne.
Go!
First time of asking.
This is going to be a fascinating battle between Laumann and Lipa. Lipa's already done the double yesterday. She came 2nd in that, got the silver medal. So she's going for the 2nd time here, and that could well cause her trouble later on in this headwind. But there's Silken Laumann, wonderful sculler, moving so well this year.
And a nice open shot which gives you an idea of this regatta course on the new Danube. It's known as the Viennese Riviera, and this is right at the heart of it. It's also the world's longest city beach. An army of coaches riding along on their bicycles, watching their charges as they progress. And here's Anne Marden. Well, they don't come more experienced than Anne.
And tougher. I mean, she is one of the toughest competitors, and you watch her over the last part of any race. She can start from 5 or 6th place in the last 500 meters and push right through to 2nd place. But she's never won the gold, but she's a wonderfully tough challenger. At the moment, lying pretty well near the back, and that's where she usually is, and she knows it. Very big tug at the finish of the stroke. Not the prettiest of scullers, but certainly one of the ones that the others are most frightened of. And that's Elisabeta Lipa. She is very, very experienced, very tall, wonderful long limbs, long arms and legs. She gets tremendous length. She's got the lead. She likes to go out in front. And Romania's top star, really, top star. And here she is leading the field. But close up behind her, shadowing her, is Silken Laumann, the one who's going to put her under most pressure, and it's these two in the first quarter, these two who are leading the field.
Well, just about in 4th place, this is Jana Thieme. It's the German, not the Canadian, as that graphic suggests on the screen. 21 years of age, looking controlled, comfortable, but some way back even now.
Well, she looks almost too relaxed, I think. There's not enough sharpness and hardness on her catch. Look at the Belgian just outside her, how hard she is onto the catch. But she's moving well. Her boat's running very nicely for her. Maria Brandin just this side of us from Sweden. Big athlete. Shorter stroke, surprisingly, but much harder and sharper in the water.
Coming through the first 500 meters, it was Silken Laumann who was just behind Elisabeta Lipa, and Maria Brandin back in about 5th place with just Anne Marden still at the back of the field. Maria really consistently contesting the FISO World Cup, doing well on home water in Sweden during the season.
Very powerful athlete, very powerful athlete. But Laumann has just sneaked a lead now from Lipa. Silken Laumann of Canada has just got herself about 2 feet in front, and Lipa, well, she must be suffering a little bit from her race yesterday where she won a silver medal in the double. She must be under pressure. This could well break her. And it's Silken Laumann, who came 2nd in Lucerne 2 months ago to Lipa. But here she is, and she's opening up now. She's opening up with every stroke. She's nearly got half a length.
And look at the advantage over the rest of the field. And what a good row being put in there by Annelies Bredael of Belgium, who's put herself clearly into 3rd place with Jana Time. Here she is really, well, she doesn't look as if she's suffering, but she's certainly not making an impression on this field.
Jana Time is most extraordinarily relaxed. I would expect a lot of a tougher stroke from her. She's still wearing her tights. She's still wearing quite a baggy top, and you would expect that to be her warm-up outfit. But up in front, where the action is, it's Silken Laumann, and Lipa is actually coming back at her again. Lipa hasn't let her get away, and at the 1,000-metre mark, Lipa is putting Silken Laumann under pressure again.
It's head-to-head now into the second part of the race here, and this just might be, Dan, about the one who wants it most.
These are two wonderful athletes, extraordinary athletes. Here doing a very, very good job in third place at the moment is Annelies Bredael from Belgium, up with the big people for the first time. She's making a very good showing. And in the hunt, but she's certainly in the hunt, but she's not up with those two.
Actually looks as if she's really enjoying it out there as well, Annelies, having got into the final and enjoying the row, keeping an eye there on Anne Marden, who's beginning to move up, as you suggested, in lane number 6, but she's got an awful lot to do if she wants to get to the front too.
She's so tough, Anne Marden. Just look at her go. She just puts every stroke in there as hard as she possibly can, and this is where she'll score in the third 500.
And the two that are being dropped on the far side there, Jana Time of Germany and Maria Brandon of Sweden in lane number 1. And quite some gaps opening up here, but it's the battle at the front that matters. And here's Lipa, looking strong, looking good, knowing what she's doing, just keeping an eye on Silken Laumann. Just to her right, you could just see the eyes flick across there.
She's not let her go, has she? Look, she's really not let her go. She's coming back, if anything. This is an extraordinary race because they've been locked together like this throughout the race. There's been nothing between these two scullers, and sculling is such a tough event. It's so tough, it's so psychological. That's our first shot of Silken Laumann, just taking a look across there to make sure there's nobody else around, that she knows it's Lipa and her. It's these two.
Well, she's got 3 ambitions, Silken Laumann, and she's achieved one of them. She wanted to win the FISA World Cup, done it. Then she said, I want to win the World Championships, and finally, I want Olympic gold in Barcelona. It's a long-range plans, but 2/3 can be achieved, or can it now?
Well, Lipa's got past her, hasn't she? Gosh, Lipa's got past her. That is extraordinary. That is most amazing. She comes from the double yesterday, exhausted legs, and she's gone back past the Canadian.
Now, can Silken Laumann respond to that? 500 metres to go, and we're really here with a showdown. It is the head-to-head challenge that we thought that should develop as a result of their season form between these two. And Laumann looks out to her left, applies the pressure, looks at Lipa and says, can you hold me? Lipa trying to respond as Anne Marden tries to grab third place from Bredael, and they've got their own head-to-head battle going on there.
It looks like Anne Marden's got past her. She looks like she's just going through those boys ahead, but these two locked in battle, and Silken Laumann has taken the lead yet again. This is an extraordinary push. I wouldn't have thought that Lipa would expect Silken Laumann to come back after that spurt, but she has, and she's taken the lead, and it's now a canvas, and Lipa's got to find something extra in the last 250 metres.
And I just wonder what the race plan was in Silken Laumann's mind, because just at this moment it's nothing about race plan. She's accelerating now, and Lipa's finding it tough. And now the stroke from Laumann is really telling on Lipa, who I don't think's got anything left now.
No, Lipa's legs have got to be hurting. They've got to be hurting now. She's so long, so effective, but Laumann has got fresh legs. Laumann wants it, and Laumann is going to get it. She's looked round there to see where she's got to finish. She's coming up to the line, but still there's about 250 metres to go. Lipa is still after her.
A little less than that now, and Lipa's still trying to come back, but Laumann just really sitting back. Lipa's trying everything that she can. She's really having a go at the Canadian, but she's not going to make it, I don't think. And Anne Marden's having a battle royal with Annelies Bredael of Belgium, just out of your picture there. But Laumann now stretches out, opens it to half a length, 3/4 of a length, looking for clear water. Lipa has no more to give, and the Canadian with clear water comes up. And look at Bredael, a tremendous finish from the Belgian to grab the bronze medal there. What a fantastic single sculling final. One of the best we've seen. What a winner, what a runner-up.
That was extraordinary. I mean, the courage of those two leading scullers was amazing. and it was the Canadian Silken Laumann who took it in 8 minutes 17.58 seconds from Elisabeta Lipa. I look forward to that final next year at the Olympics.
And that was a long, hard battle into a really nasty headwind, and smiles all round. Silken Laumann, target number 2 completed. Another tick on her ambitions.
And will Lipa go for both events next year at the Olympics, or will she concentrate on the single? Because I bet she wants that one badly.
And a tremendous medal for Annelies Bredael for Belgium. Great race.